So, the very start of the question, I give you two fractions added together. Okay? I give you 3 into 2x plus 1, and I give you 2 over 2x minus 1. I then label both of them different colours, like I always do. Now, what does the yellow one want? So what was that? And on the top? Okay. What does the green one want?
2x plus 1.
Yeah, and on the top? 2x plus 1. Okay, perfect. Now, 3 times 2x. Take away 3. The other one?
4x
2. All over 2x plus 1 and 2x minus 1. And then the final answer is 10x minus 1 all over 2x plus 1, 2x minus 1. My claim is that the answer I just got, this answer here, everybody see it?
Yeah.
This answer is exactly the same as this answer here. Everybody got that?
Yeah.
How did I prove that they were exactly the same answer the other day? Yes, sir. Pick any number you want, sub it in for x, and see if they equal each other. However, in this question, what do they tell us the x value has to be?
1.
So they're asking us to check both answers using x equals 1. So the 2 yellow patches, we're going to substitute x equals 1. Yes, Joe? So guys, the verified part comes at the very end of the question. Let's find out. 3. 2 times 1?
2.
Plus 1? 3. 2. 2 times 1? Take away 1? 3 over 3? 1. 2 over 1? 1 plus 2? 3. Everyone happy with that? When you put in x equals 1, the answer is 3. Let's see if it's the same for this one down here. 10 times 1?
10.
Take away 1? 9. 2 times 1? Plus 1? 2 times 1? Minus 1? 1. 9 divided by 3? Are both answers the same? This verifies that we're 99.9% sure that they are in fact the same. The thing is done perfectly and there's no flukes involved. Okay. 32. Excuse me guys. Are you ready? See the way 32 has a letter here. Don't let that letter, excuse me guys, don't let that letter ruin your focus. Look at the bottom. What was the only thing you learned how to do in this full exercise? Yeah, the only thing you guys learned how to do in this exercise was adding fractions. Ignore the right hand side and focus on the left hand side. Are you able to do that left hand side question?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And what you know about the denominators on the right hand side?
Same.
They're exactly the same. So also I want you to do, despite everything it says here, is also I want you to do is what you've already done several dozen times already. Okay, so 1 over 5 minus 4x, 2 over 8x minus 11. Okay, so what's this going to be here on the top? 8x minus 11, top and bottom. Okay, and on the other side? 5 minus 4x, 5 minus 4x. Okay, 1 times 8x, 1 times minus 11, minus 11. Okay, it has a common denominator now at this stage, doesn't it? Okay, so what we get is 8x minus 11, and then it's all over the common denominator. Okay, 2 times 5, 2 minus 4x. Now what you know about the two 8x's? Cross them out, don't you? And what's minus 11 plus 10?
Minus 1.
So it ends up being minus 1 on the top. So what do you think H has to be?
Minus 1.
Yeah, it has to be minus 1. And that's all that question is. It's a fancy way of asking you to do the same stuff, but you're just asked to ask what the letter is at the end. That's all it is. Okay? Next step, 35. Simplify each of the following. Okay, so what it wants me to do here is look at the top and bottom. What do they have in common?
X plus 1.
That's it. 3 over x plus 2. Everybody happy with that? You're allowed, if it's multiply on top and multiply on the bottom, you're allowed to cancel them. Is this fully factorised, this one here?
No.
Why is it not fully factorised? What can I take out?
2.
And what's left over then?
5 and 2x.
Oh, sorry, 5 minus 2x.
Minus 2x.
Okay, and what you notice is also on the bottom. Okay, and what happens to the two of them?
They cancel.
What's left over? 2 into?
2x.
Do you get the gist of what we're going to be doing with all those questions? Great. So far I've done 35, 30 and 32. You okay? So there's a little trick I'm going to show you, okay? Please remember this trick off by heart. Okay? Everybody, you think you're some form of genius when you see these ones, right? So imagine I had this 5 over x, 2 over x minus 3. You happy enough with that? What happens when I multiply the top and bottom by minus 1? Does multiplying the top and bottom by minus 1 affect its value? It doesn't, because minus 1 cancels with minus 1. So it's like I've done nothing. But nonetheless, let's not cancel the minus 1s, let's multiply in. What happens to the 2? What happens to the bottom? Minus 1 times x? Minus 1x, and then minus 1 times minus 3. And then, is there another way I can write this? Minus 2 over 3 minus x. Can anybody see that x minus 3 and 3 minus x, it's not exactly the same. It's one of them's being multiplied by minus 1, and they get turned around, don't they? Now, the trick is with the last section. Okay, the last section is tricky. Okay, what you know is about each and every one of them.
They're all the same, just backwards.
Sorry?
They're all like backwards.
Most of them are the same, just backwards, yeah? So check this out. 1 over x minus 1. What do you think I could multiply the second one by? What's I multiply by minus 1? Minus 1 over. And what is minus 1 plus x if it was to write it slightly differently? Yeah. And what's top? Take away top. 0 over. The answer is 0. Let's try part 4. Once again, if I was to I usually multiply the second one by minus 1. But if you multiplied the first one by minus 1, you'd also be correct. In fact, I'm going to show you 2 different answers for part 4, just to show you that it doesn't matter which one you do first, okay? So we're going to split question 4 in half. Okay, and on the first one, I'm going to multiply the second number by minus 1. Do you got it? Let's find out what happens. It's x over x minus 3. Multiply top and bottom by minus 1. What you get? Minus 3 over. Yeah. And how can I write minus 3 plus x? The denominators are now same. Now it's going to be x minus 3 divided by. And what is x minus 3 divided by x minus 3? 1. Another person would come along, and instead of multiplying the first one by minus 1 top and bottom, instead of multiplying the second one by minus 1 top and bottom, they would decide to multiply the first one by minus 1 top and bottom. Let's see if he gets the same answer. Liam, minus 1 times x.
Minus x.
Minus 1 multiplied by x minus 3.
Plus x.
Minus x
Plus 3.
plus 3 is the same thing as
3 minus
3 minus
x.
x. Okay. Then what's the other one? 3 over 3 minus x. What is 3 what's minus 1x plus 3?
Same as 3 minus x.
It's still 3 minus x, isn't it? And what's 3 minus x divided by 3 minus x?
1.
1. Alright, so that's 37 done. Okay, guys.